What's going on, guys? Tonight we got M.A. Faces. Now, if that's what I think it is, and that's Matthew Arthur, then we're in for a treat because he always grows awesome stuff. So let me flip this. Don't end up cutting myself. That's better. Beautiful looking pod. One second, I don't think I did this hot enough justice before I crack this thing open. The flesh to this is absolutely pristine. Beautiful. See if we can get it good. There we go. Beautiful interior. Absolutely perfectly uniform. Pith or placenta is absolutely perfect. It smells super tropical. Like really like tropical fruit. I don't know, like almost guava like. It's very tropical, maybe like a mango. Maybe it's just the color that's tricking your mind into thinking that's what it smells like. Let's find out. Alright, so surprisingly, a very mild, neutral flavor. Heat is immediate. Lit my whole mouth on fire. Definitely way hotter than I expected that to be. Throat burn. The whole tongue, the whole roof of my mouth, the throat. You can see I'm getting some tears. Just immediate tearjerker. Get a tear rolling. Just how immediate that heat was. It was baffling. Flavor was just very fruity. Wasn't really much floral in the very beginning. It's just making my eyes leak. I don't know how well you can see that. Excuse me, pepper. My nose is already running. Shop towel. That thing is absolutely, there it is, absolutely wrecking me. Tear here, a tear there. Just immediate skyrocketing heat. Drowned it out, the whole flavor. Excuse me, pepper burp. That pod's got me good. Told you my tolerance was really down. Just ride that one out. That's when you know it's good, when I'm not saying as much as I usually do. I've never really been a talker unless I really get on a subject, which peppers do that to me. I start feeling the burn and I just want to talk about it. The flavor. That one was just it was fruity, but a very mild flavor everywhere else. The floral came in late. Oh man, that burn is fantastic. So it seared my mouth immediately. My whole tongue lit up, and that spread all the way throughout my mouth, and then it went back into my throat. And the throat feels like it kind of washed away. Roof of the mouth a little bit. My tongue is just searing. But when it hit my throat, oh my god, it made my eyes water immediately. I could just feel them well up. That was such an intense punch. And that one was substantially hotter than I thought it would be. Which I'm okay with. Still a little fruitiness in my mouth. It was very, very drowned out when the heat really ramped in. I was basically left with no flavor in my mouth, just a burning sensation. But just as quickly as it rose, it started coming down. As it spread throughout my mouth, hit me in the throat, my eyes started leaking. My nose didn't run that much. Just, I've been stuffy anyway, so if anything, it's just clearing my nose out. But then the burn started coming back down. Flavors started kind of appearing back in my mouth. And it was a very fruity, slightly vegetal, slightly floral. Like, barely at all. Excuse me. Definitely a big adjustment for my body. Get back into the swing of things. Especially starting off with roasting hot pods from Hellfire Farms. That one definitely took me up pretty high. I'd say that was a 6 or a 7 right off the bat, and just held there till it spread all the way around and down my throat. And once it kind of evened out, I felt it start coming back down. But because of its spreading, it was almost like it held that number, just because it was just kind of changing where it was burning. It was immediate 6 I'd say 6. An immediate 6. And it just spread throughout my whole mouth. Oh, it feels so good afterwards. After a really intense burn, just the feeling afterwards is so amazing. It's hard to explain to people. You know, the feeling afterwards is one of the biggest parts of why we do it. So I didn't get a full endorphin rush. A very, very mild one though. That just hit so hard, so fast, that my body just triggered a slight endorphin rush. Just enough, I think, to deal with the pain, you know. So we've talked about the scales. You know, there's the burning sensation, and then there's the pain. And some peppers burn really bad, but the pain isn't as intense. It's just the burning sensation, where it just feels hot. And then there's ones that are very strong, stabbing feeling. On top of feeling like it's burning, there's also a stabbing feeling, almost pins and needles effect on your mouth or tongue. Definitely the tongue and the throat. And when you get that, I think you're much more likely to experience an endorphin rush on a pepper that is not only a really high burning feeling, but also the stabbing or pins and needles feeling on top of that. It compounds, and it creates something that your body just immediately wants to respond with endorphins. Now I'm back down to, I'd say, a 1. So we're looking, let's say, 10 minutes. With how quickly that rose. It came down really fast, but it was still stretched out. But it definitely started dropping fast. Like, it came down from its peak fast. And then just slowly kind of descended from there. Because, I mean, that thing hit aggressive. Thing came up on me like it was trying to take my lunch money. Just beat me up, and then I was pretty much gone. At least the peak. My apologies. Finally starting to clear all that stuff out of my nose. Allergies have been really bad, so I've been super stuffy. So this is actually helping me breathe after I get through the blowing of the snot out. So I still, believe it or not, actually still have a fruity flavor in my mouth. I will say the pepper smelled way better than it was going to taste. Not that it tasted bad, but it smelled like it was going to taste delightful. And it had, there's a pepper. There's a yellow snacking pepper. I think they call it like a lunchbox pepper or something like that. It's just a regular sweet pepper. But it's not really that sweet. It was just very fruity. And it tasted a lot like that. Or a yellow lesia I've had the one time. It was just a very, very fruit-like flavor. I don't know how else to describe it. I feel like there was something I compared it to when I had the pepper. I don't necessarily remember now. The burn's completely gone. Flavor has just about dissipated. I'm getting still just a tiny, tiny bit of floral. And that's the only flavor lingering now. which is funny because I didn't taste it a second ago. The fruity flavor washed away, and I'm just left with a slightly floral flavor in my mouth, but not perfumey. Excuse me. Definitely triggers some good burps. Excuse me, pepper burp. That burp tasted really good. I'm sure a lot of people aren't a big fan of the pepper burps. For some reason, I am. But that burp almost kind of had a banana flavor to it. That's I don't know, just the tropical smell I was getting. When I just burped, it tasted more like the smell than the actual flesh did. So that is definitely odd. But that's pretty much it. That wraps it up. That pepper, that came and went. All right, guys, Burn Daily.